Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendress, and welcome back to Naruto ShinobiCraft. Last time, we did a little bit of exploration. We partially cleared out a Chakra quest dungeon, at least, basically because I was running to go fight the Five Tails Kokuo when I got distracted. So we cleared out most of a dungeon, fought some cool bosses, and that was well and good. And then the main event was dropping meteors. Like, I don't even know how many meteors we dropped on the Five Tails Kokuo, the weird dolphin horse thing. But, yeah, we ended up taking down Kokuo, pretty much, pretty simple. If we really want to just end something, we have multiple ways of, like, one or two shotting, or just getting rid of something with no recompense against us. But we do know that our meteors are very powerful, and we just have an ability that lets us spam them. Okay, you are there. Between episodes, I hunted for a couple more white Zetsus, and I accidentally ran a test with the Amaterasu, or with the Kamui dimension. Not Amaterasu dimension, that wouldn't be fine to go to. But, yeah, apparently if you go into the Kamui dimension, and every block you travel in there is equivalent to a block traveled in the real world. So it's not like the Nether where it's like 8 to 1 or whatever. So if I were to say, I had to be very careful with this, because when I accidentally did this, I somehow deleted those villagers from existence, and then when I loaded back in, they were back somehow. But if I were to travel, let's say, out, of course it's an Itachi. If I were to travel all the way over to the spawners, where we end up doing a lot of our fights, I could travel that 1,000 blocks back over to here, and it would be equivalent to 1,000 blocks. So, I was hoping you could use it as, like, a traveling thing, but not really. But, yeah, 300 blocks in that direction. 300 blocks in that direction would bring us to the pool for summoning stuff. So, 300 blocks in this direction is going to be negative 75, basically. I've actually explored a lot of this area in the void, so you can already see it mapped out a bit. But if I hit negative 75, it should more or less put us right on top of right on top of it. Negative 75. Actually, I need to be on one of the blocks in order to teleport back home, so I have to do like negative 40 instead. So we should now be 40 blocks away, probably in the water. And that was a big bee. Or not. Well, I guess I went at a weird angle, but you can see it's roughly the same. It's 1-to-1. I just wasn't lined up as perfectly as I thought I was. And ooh, I'm really hoping that I didn't accidentally bring some villagers into that dimension with me. So I have to be a little bit careful with this, because it causes some weird things to happen. Like, all the cows are now gone. There's cows. Are there now two? Are all these villagers actually in this dimension? And when I head back, are they still going to be here? Or are they going to come home with us? Yeah, I should be a lot more careful with this, I think, because... Let's see... Okay, things are back to normal. Somehow a cow got free. I need to go click on one of the villagers with a book real quick. So, do we still have 27 residents? No, we have 28. Where did the extra villager come from? Oh, wait, no. Right before I ended off last night after hunting for, white Zetsus, I think I used one of the hearts. Okay, so village is fine. Accidentally deleted part of the village for a moment there, but we're good. Anyways, today we have 2 stacks of emeralds, and we have decided that we're going to start using the commands. We're going to fight the tailed beast, but we're just going to use the command to put them in the tailed beast, or into the ghetto statue. Just because if we don't, we have 4 more beasts to hunt, right? Or is it 5? Slash locate entity, Jinchuriki list. I love how I type in the L and it just doesn't matter. Oh yeah, it's 5. Shukaku is 1, 3, 6, 8, 9. Cool. So that would just be an extra 2.5 hours that I'd just be sitting here doing nothing. We've seen us do it twice now. We could do it legitimately every other time, but I don't know. It's not exactly fun. We'll probably do it once more legitimately. Like, we already got jumped by an Itachi during one and an Otsutsuki during the other. So who else would actually be scary if we got jumped by them? The only ones I can think of are Kisame and Hayden. Hayden has an insta-kill move, but I think that we should be able to take him on pretty much fine with the Tenshinhan Cloak localized Rebirth Blast. So, I'm not actually scared of him. In worst case scenario, I pull out Dust Release and just insta-kill him. Kisame, on the other hand, would probably be dangerous. I'm not 100% sure that Water Prison wouldn't take us off the Ghetto statue. Plus his expensive water shockwave or whatever it's called. That's a very dangerous jutsu. I think if we got caught in it with the Ghetto, it would probably mess stuff up. So, we should probably do at least one more legitimately. It's probably the next episode when we do, because it's probably at least once per episode now. We're gonna do the 2 today, because I am planning on doing 2, assuming it doesn't take too long. We're gonna do the ones today using the command, and then we're going to do the rest. We'll do at least one more of the other ones legitimately. Anyways, White Zetsus. I caught 2 of them between episodes. White Zetsu flesh. Cool. I was really hoping to get at least one. Oh, that's a shovel. Ooh, we got both. Okay. So, that's the 4th and 5th piece, I think? That's, I don't remember exactly. But I think this might be piece number 4 and 5. So, the EMS is on. And if we get the Rinnegan today, does that change our plans? Let's go ahead and slash game rule. Keep inventory false. Keep inventory false. And keep ninja experience also going to be false. 2 chances, water and earth, plenty of open inventory spaces. Cat, please don't climb onto my keyboard. Go ahead. There you go. Anyways, piece number 1. Rinnegan Awakened. Hello there. So, the Rinnegan on its own works exactly like the Tenshinhan without the Tenshinhan Cloak. I'm fairly certain it's actually identical. It just looks... I don't know if I think it looks cooler. It looks really, really cool, but I don't know if I think it looks cooler. That would be a hard one to verify. No wood release, though. That's sad. Anyways, EMS turns off for a moment. Rinnegan gets activated. So, our eyes now have this really cool spiral to them. We can use Almighty Push, Ghetto Statue, all the same stuff we could with the Tenshinhan, including Meteor Spam. So, yeah, that's something. But, since we have our Rinnegan, nothing shows up here. But if we hover over our ninja experience one, or ninjutsu, what did we get? We got the Amenotajikara. I totally butchered that. Amenotajikara. I'll get better with it. So, with the Rinnegan, you get access to one of 2, I believe it's space-time jutsus. So that's a thing. Only 400 training experience? That's really not much. So we can go ahead and grab one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we have access to a brand new jutsu, and I believe both of the Rinnegan ones are really cool. Okay, so is this just a teleport? Is that all it does? Hold on, I need a target. Oh, game, are you okay? I don't remember if I made sure I had storage space for this recording. I'll have to double check that in a moment. Oh yeah, this just swaps our places. I think the other one's cool. It's there. I don't think it's not exactly great. Considering what it could be. just a little... What even is the range on it? It doesn't even have good range? There we go. I suppose I just wasn't hitting the hitbox. Is that really all it does? It just teleports spots with something? What am I ever going to use that for? Like, if I was getting... if I was fighting someone with a Tenchigon or a Rinnegan and they were about to drop a meteor on me, I guess? That's... Oh... Maybe if I was about to get hit by a beast bomb, by a tailed beast, I could use this on them. I don't know. Really, let me teleport away. I was hoping for something a little bit cooler. I forgot that that's all this one does. I was just trying to fly with intangibility, but you can't do that with the Rinnegan anymore. Ow. So I don't know. Not exactly the coolest thing. Let me double check what the other one does. Curious if I have a way to give myself the other one, because I can't legitimately get a second Rinnegan, so I can't actually just awaken it. But what does that say? It said that in times of disorder, one who wields the Rinnegan is sent down from the heavens to become either a god of creation, who will calm the world, or a god of destruction, who will reduce everything to nothingness. So that's really cool. Let me double check what the other one does, or if this has any extra things I'm missing real quick. Okay, so apparently there was more that I was missing to this. The other jutsu we didn't get is the Limbo clone. Essentially, it creates it creates clones as if it was the Chakra mode one, but apparently they're just objectively better in every way, and can apparently use the 6 path powers, so that's a thing. It would be very scary to create a... it would be very scary to make a clone while having the Diva path active. You're just running around with your clone fighting by your side, and then all of a sudden it starts spamming meteors on its own. I think it could technically do that. So that's slightly terrifying. Kind of wish we got Limbo clone now. I think there might be a way for me to cheat and give it to us as well, but I don't entirely know how. I know I could technically give myself a learner with the /give command that has it, but I would need to know the exact syntax on how to do it. Or, I know if I go into creative mode that this will gain every ability. Like, if we didn't have the Rinnegan, like if we remove the Rinnegan, does it lose Amanita? Oh wait. Oh, just unlocking the Rinnegan gave us the ability to use this. Cool. I wasn't sure that would happen. But Amanita Chakra. The J sound in there confuses me a bit. But I was missing something. This is also a self-teleport. You don't have to switch places with things, but it is also pretty short range. I don't know, that's 15 blocks, probably. I should probably actually double check that. How far away is that? Where's 1435? Okay, so that was 30 blocks. 1465, that's an Edo Tensei. Hold on. 1465, Rinnegan goes back on. Now, okay. 1465. Okay, that's outside of range, but what about that? That was 36? Oh, it looks like it might be like 40 blocks. That's not too bad, I guess. Anyways, Edo Tensei Itachi. Are you actually attached to a... I must have killed... Oh, hello, actual Itachi. I must have killed the Kabuto that this one was attached to and just left the Itachi behind. I got excited. Oh, there's actually 2 Itachis. Is one of them going to attack me? Oh. There's also an Edo Tensei Nagato and a Jiraiya. What happened here? And an Obito. I don't even know where we are right now. I've been Amateratsu'd. I'm just gonna leave. Oh, hello, Zabuza. I'm just gonna leave this place, because that seems like a bad place to hang out. Anyways. Yeah. 45 blocks or so, maybe 30 blocks is looking like the... Yeah. Let's try and actually get this to activate. It's a bit weird at times. Like, it just doesn't want to occasionally. Either that or it has, like, a couple second delay. You kind of have to hit the right spot on the block. Anyways, also what this thing can do, I do not just... can we stop with the Amaterasu for a second? It's causing some freeze framey stuff. Also, I totally forgot to check to make sure I had storage space for this while I was paused. Anyways, I'll see you when the Amaterasu's done. It's just gonna take another moment. Okay, Amaterasu is off. By the time I remember, it had already gone off, or it was about to turn off. Like 1 second when I remembered I could have just intangibility'd out of it the whole time. Anyways, Rinnegan, another ability that it has hiding with this jutsu. I'm looking at you, and now I'm looking at you, and it didn't work. That to that. No? How does this work? I'm supposed to be able to swap. There we go. Okay, there it goes. So, if I'm right up against a mob, I can just say, activate against the Eldritch Portal and switch it with the Rogue Ninja. Or not, it didn't actually move, but you get the idea. Apparently, I can just say, I don't like this thing. Switch places with the cow off and like 20 blocks away. It's... I don't know. The self-teleport, if you can get it to activate, seems pretty useful. And if you're about to get hit with a big blast, if you can aim it and switch places with your opponent that's launching it. There's a couple situations where those might be useful, but I don't know. Like, switching two mobs, I don't know when I'm ever going to use that. Like, that's pretty situational. So, I don't know. It's cool, I suppose. But in Minecraft, I have a feeling it's much more useful in the show. In Minecraft, it loses a lot of its usability. Oh, hello, Iwa Rogue. Goodbye. Hello, Obito. Goodbye, Obito. Anyways, we have the Rinnegan. I kind of wish there was a bit more to show for it, but instead we just, like, do that. Also, can I use the ground thing? I have the Rinnegan. Why can't I use it? Why can't I use Universal Pull? I can use Almighty Push, but I can't use Universal Pull for some reason. Oh, there we go. It didn't want to. And just to showcase it. Ow, I timed that poorly. Yeah, that was the Chibaku Tensei. I forgot it starts on the Diva path. So, that's a thing to be wary of. But yeah, we can just launch meteors. We can do this again. And this poor slime island, I didn't mean to completely destroy it. Oh, bye-bye, Shinobi. And we're a little bit closer to home than I would feel comfortable, so we're gonna launch this in this direction. Oh, that was the wrong button. I have to wait for it to fully form before I can do the launch thing, right? Otherwise, it's just gonna create another one. Oh, I caught the Ito Tensei. And... oh, I don't think Nagato liked that I just pulled him and his dog in. And let's launch that in that direction. Get it as far away from home as possible. I do love that still destroys water. Like, not much can destroy water. That's gonna come out to, like, here, right? Maybe a little bit shorter in. Are we good? Is this as far as we're going? No, we're just gonna keep going a slight bit further. I think we're good. I did not mean to activate that right there, but thankfully I activated it far enough away where it's not gonna cause problems. So, Rinnegan acquired. Very cool. Kinda wish we could showcase the Limbo clone too, but I need to figure out how to do that real quick. So you know what, I might as well look into it real quick. I guess we're doing this instead of Tailed Beast, or we'll still be able to do one, I guess. So, 1 second. Okay, so you have 2 ideas. Let's try the easier one first, and then if this fails, I think I might be able to manipulate the NBT for this thing to make it work instead. But in creative mode, you can see right there, Limbo clone pops up at 0 out of 400. If we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It accidentally activated there. But now that it's fully learned, I have no idea what happened with scrolls there. Just get rid of those 8. I think I technically got rid of more than I needed to, but we're technically cheating to get this thing anyways. So now, if we go back into survival mode, do we still have access to it? I don't know. Okay, yes we do. We kept it, unless... Okay, cool. Slightly cheating, but I wanted to showcase the cool part of this, and there was no way to get this legitimately. So, Limbo clone. We accidentally activated it there a moment ago, so we technically saw it in action. And since I think this clone is going to have access to the Diva path, since that's when we're on, we're going over here instead. Hello, Shinobi. But here we get our clone friends. Do we have 2 of them? No, it kind of looked like they were 2 layered on top of each other. But it's got our weapons. It can fly. Why can it fly? Oh, there are 2 of them. Is this just automatically going to activate 2 whenever I put it on? But, turn it away for a moment. It's back on cooldown. Let's try this one again. I think it's only supposed to summon 1. It's supposed to work like the other clone one, where you can activate and deactivate a certain number of clones, depending on how many times you use it, but 1 clone, right? Cool. Now, if one of these 2 hits me, and it copied itself again, so, yeah. Just a stronger pair of clones than the ones we normally have access to. And they're just going to hover around and eventually maybe do a thing? I don't know. They didn't want to attack that rogue ninja for some reason. Also, it seems like these ones are pretty time sensitive. Like, they'll disappear pretty quickly. Oh, hello, Rogue Hambu. Oh, they got it. There we go. None of them are hitting me, so they're not getting aggravated, but when they do, they will just deal with them. They'll just like hover around their heads like they're phantoms or vexes or whatever. So that's pretty cool. I'm curious if their timer trains up with our Jutsu experience with it, because right now they're really, really limited. But we don't know the full extent of their power. So far, they're one-shot everything, but the strongest thing we sent against them only had 25 HP. So, I suppose it's time to use these things against a tailed beast, huh? So grab out Iruka-sensei. I totally could just grab out a beast scroll and then just give up the emeralds. But we do have to spend the extra one. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Go away, please. Interesting. I can't deactivate them. What if I... Weird. When they get summoned, they're stuck here until they're out of timer. I can't deactivate them as if they were the other ones. So, buy the apple. And buy, like, this meaningless little scroll right here. And from there, should be able to buy the beast map. There we go. So, which one is next up on the chopping block? Number 9! Kerm, I really wanted to save you for last. Aw. Oh well. So, I guess we have our next target in sight. Where, that's the wrong direction. That's that way. Here's how far north this is. Is this the first one in this direction? Or cows is that direction? Oh wait, no. Was it Son Goku? I think it might have been Son Goku that was pretty far this direction. But just to double check, spawners, IMAG, cows, that death marker, and Son Goku was... There was something over here. I guess I didn't mark it? Oh no, why did I travel this direction? Or did I teleport and just... No idea. We traveled this direction for some reason. I don't remember why. So if we go to 2700, the negative 2700 marker, whatever, switch over to the EMS. Did we lose access to Limbo clones after losing the Rinnegan? No, we still just have permanent access to it. Okay. I guess you can use those even without it active. Good to know. Anyways, just somewhat further this direction, we should eventually run into a Kurama. Uh, Goodbye, Hedon. Just going to ignore you for a moment. Wait, no, we definitely did travel this direction for something. I wouldn't have traveled 120,000 blocks for no reason at all. There's gotta be some sort of tailed beast or hunting this direction. But why would I get rid of the marker for it? I don't think I removed any markers for tailed beasts. Oh no. I guess I'll teleport over to that 68,000 or whatever, which is right there. And seriously, who did we fight over here? Wait, there's no... Why did I come out over here? I don't know. There's nothing further north, is there? No, I really don't know why I have this marker over here. Okay, but I've definitely been over here. Anyways, we're apparently too far north, but still not far enough west yet to find to find Kurama. So I'll keep going, and I'll see you over there, I think. And since it's Kurama, this might be the last one we do legitimately, and we'll probably do the command for the rest of them. I was originally planning on doing two-tailed beasts today, but it's the Rinnegan kind of pushed that back a little bit now, didn't it? I'll see you when we're over there. Hopefully it will turn nighttime and we might find an extra Zetsu or two. As is quickly becoming the norm, I did /locate. Yeah, we should have started running from we should have started running from Son Goku, which is all the way down there. Cause this is much closer on the X, only after running for like 1,000 blocks from that one, or 10,000 blocks ran from that one, we're 3,000 blocks short on the X. But we're still 60,000 short on Z in this direction. Son Goku, on the other hand, where is he? I think it is actually the closest one to us. So, Son Goku. I knew this was somewhere over here, but I didn't know exactly where. We're like 23,000 X shorts and 20,000 Z. So, yeah, this was significantly closer. Still really far away, but significantly closer. Either way, we're still about to teleport. I've spent a whole 15 minutes running. There wasn't even a new Zetsu or anything. It's just been nothing. Besides one Illager tower I accidentally ran into, so I just killed a couple of the Illagers, still a couple of emeralds, but that was about it. Anyways, we're just going to /TP. Like, these distances are silly. 93,000, 100, so we're not in the ground. Negative 15,000. This should be 500 blocks too far to the west. Yeah, close enough. So from here, Kurama should come into view pretty quickly. Oh yes, also, I ran into a couple of the barns, like the big red ones. So I found a couple more villagers to bring to the village with us. I think that will bring our total number of regular villagers up to 9. I think 10 is probably like an important note. I think that's when you're supposed to be able to get Might Guy to spawn naturally. They might need that many just for to get like all the traders to spawn naturally too. So if I can find one more, we should be able to do that. And I actually passed up a couple of zombie villagers I should have captured. They're common enough. And I think there's a couple more barns we haven't actually got the villager from. But the world is apparently being troublesome with loading. Oh, Kurama. Can't exactly fight it if we're just getting bits and bits of the world charging out in a time. And I can't actually activate abilities because of lag stuff. So I'll see you when the world is actually cooperating a bit more, but we know Kurama should be right about in view somewheres. That was a really bad time to hit pause recording, like halfway into that scream. There we go. I saw some trees just break. Where is... Kurama's here somewheres, I know it. Seriously, where are you? I can hear you, obviously. Giant orange fox. Not exactly easy to miss. I somehow missed it. Kurama, where? Where's the giant demon fox? Demon fox, did you spawn underground? Ah, oh, I very nearly just teleported away. That was not what I wanted. Uh, Kurama, where are you? Don't think you're underground. Uh, obviously we hear you, Kurama. Can you tell us where you are? Are you inside this castle? That would be weird. Are you on the roof and I just didn't see you? And now, seriously, where is Kurama? There you are. Hello, giant foxy friend. So, obviously we need to fly over there and get a picture of us with the Rinnegan and Kurama in the background, obviously. So, what is a good angle where you not... Oh, are you auto-hostile? What are you doing? No, that was a bit scary, though. It just immediately came flying, running at us. So, Rinnegan and the giant fox demon. That's probably the video title now, isn't it? Almighty push. I wish that tree wasn't in the way. Hold on. You have to see what it's like for me to get the thumbnails. Like, I'll just start working on stuff. And usually we'll go into creative mode and just fly about in there instead. But we can fly normally, so... keep the good angle, please, Kurama. That's not exactly great. There we go. This is probably the thumbnail. Rinnegan and the giant and the demon fox. If I can press every right button. Wow, I have pressed literally every wrong button. There we go. Anyways, there we go. Did I just limbo clone? I just limbo cloned. Cool. So I actually need to set up for this fight because we're using the Rinnegan, and we need to have Yang released because we're going to do this one legitimately. You and you can go away. Lightning Chakra mode on. Probably Lava Chakra mode, at least ready to use. Let's see. Sage mode for Massive Rosin Shuriken. I guess we can use Dust Released for the cube version. The beam is way too powerful for if we're not going to kill this Kurama. I need to prepare a few skills, a few jutsus. Make sure we know what we're using here. Vacuum Wave is good against lesser opponents, but not very good against Tailed Beast. Same with everything in water, fire, and earth, basically. 8 gates, we can... If we were going to use the Limbo Clone, that needs to be... I guess we do this. Let's activate up to 5. Let's use 5. That's really good boosts, but it's not going to make us do anything too big and flashy. Actually, 6 is better boost, but just gives like that. That's not going to do much either. Lightning Chakra mode on. Now, we're on the Diva path, right? Where is it? Transformation, flying, body replacement, lag, Rasengan, Limbo Clone, there we go. Shura path instantly messes things up with that. Animal, Freda, Naraka, Outer. Outer summons the Ghetto, Diva path, yes. 8th gates remains active, cool. So our Limbo clones should be able to use Shibaku Tensei. I'm fairly certain it does say that they can use the powers of whatever path you have activated. Although we've yet to see them do it. Anyways, Limbo Clone and fight. We punched it once. How good are our clones going to do? Oh, they definitely have our strength boost. They're in the 6th gate, it looks like. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to do that much damage. Oh yeah, they're doing like 200 a punch. Or it's both of them hitting for 200. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, that worked fairly well. Kurama is now flying. Limbo clones ran out. I've still yet to see the clones actually, yeah, they haven't activated the path powers yet. Someone was just yelling something, but it wasn't Shibaku Tensei, I know that for sure. Yeah, our clones are, they can handle themselves fairly well now, can't they? Like, I'm not even really doing much. I just need to resummon them and they'll just go to town. And Kurama is, getting wailed on. I do need to be incredibly careful, though. Like, if I were to mess this up and let the clones go too often and they end up killing Kurama, that would be a shame. Also, the upside of the Tenshinhan, the Chakra Cloak, is very nice. Actually, there's now, since we have the Chakra Cloak, the Tenshinhan, we don't really have a reason to use the Rinnegan. Other than Limbo Clone, which we can use without it, and the oh, ow. So none of the other tailed beasts do that. Oh yeah, we have Lightning Chakra Cloak on too. Ow. Okay, that's cool. Ow, lag. I can't spam click because I do too many explosions, and Kurama's doing explosions at the same time. I'm just stuck in place for most of this, unable to do anything besides just take it. Okay, can we calm down for a second? Are we get to calm down for a second, Kurama? Let's just both take a breather. No? Okay. Limbo Clone. I can hear them get summoned. And yeah, they're going to get Kurama, but they're not really doing anything. What if I switch to Ashura Path? That could be a fun one. Although, if I want to use Ashura Path, I need to deactivate the gates. Ow! Ow! Half this is just freeze frame. Fine, the gates get deactivated. And I need an empty inventory space, actually. Do that. Do that. We re-enter the... Ow! How effective are these? I don't know how much damage this does. But it's essentially a rocket launcher, kind of just launches them upwards. And we're basically playing a slideshow right now. Limbo Clone. Okay, yeah, they can use Ashura Path, but it doesn't look like they can actually Shibaku Tensei. Either that, or they just don't want to. I guess having your clones have that much power is kind of scary, so that would make sense. Are they actually using the Ashura Path? They obviously have the armor for it, but they're not actually activating the machine gun, or the, basically rocket launcher. Also, all of these, all the Ancient Warfare things are just kind of getting in the way and occasionally just knocking us away. Get him, clones. So the clones are good. Actually, it seems now that they're in the Ashura Path, they can't hit him, really? Either that or that is the lag happening, and it's... I don't know, this fight was going well. Like, how come the fight is getting more laggy as there's less stuff going on, because it's all just crater? I can just spam click and just do that. Okay. So, the clones the clones started off really good, but now we're just sort of here wailing, trying to get anything done, and just nothing good is happening. So, there we go. You know what? We figured out we could do this last time. Not Outer Path. What are you doing? Oh, is there a rocket stuck in your head? Ow. Ow. Let's reactivate the 6th path, I guess. And, we're gonna go ahead and drop a meteor on your head, Kurama. How does that sound? Or... was I meant to do the summoned meteor, not Shibaku Tensei, but that works too. Or it's supposed to work. Is it working? There we go. So, repeat performance. We know for a fact it will not die to a single meteor. It takes like 6 of them. Ow, you can still land that attack while being held up in the air like that? I just noticed the time. We've been fighting Kurama for like 15 minutes now. Let's just fly over here. This castle is going to cease to exist pretty soon. Oh wait, no, there's the, That room right there, it has good loot, but the boss is still there. You know what? Whatever, I don't think I care about the loot that much. I would have to kill the boss while trying to deal with Kurama at the same time. That's just not going to happen. But, this... Is it going to drop on its own? Or no? Nope, it didn't auto-drop it. I did, though. Ow! Oh! That's good to know. When you actually drop the Shibako Tensei you create, it does more damage than the one that you can just summon freely. That's interesting. Two meteors on the day. That's considerably less than last time, but still more meteors than most of the rest of the series. Let me out of here. Let me out. Let me out. What is even happening? Talk about freeze frame. I believe I have made the world angry. Where even am I? Oh, look, diamonds. Where are you? Got it. Jump on the ghetto statue? There we go, I'm on the ghetto statue. Dragons are hitting Kurama. It's not quite enough yet to actually start the sealing process, it looks like. Ah, okay. I guess we need to be below 1,000 health for it to work. Because right now you're only at, like, 1,300. I think we've got this just fine. There we go. There we go. That knocks you into unconscious mode. Now, we can freely... get out of the lava, please. Deactivate the 8 gates. Jump on the ghetto statue. Jump on the ghetto statue. Jump on the ghetto statue. There we go. And sealing begins properly. So, right at the end of the episode, we're in the middle of the crater, roughly, which means we just have to worry about the stuff on the outsides coming in. Rain, I'm sure, isn't really helping, but 30 minutes, what's the worst thing that could spawn this time? We saw Natachi, we saw Natsutsuki, summoning number 3 ends with who? We'll just have to see. Okay, so we're almost 2/3 of the way there. It's been almost 20 minutes now. Nothing. Literally nothing so far. I literally popped away for a few minutes to go use the restroom. I kept it recording just in case. I came back and nothing had happened. So, the most boring sealing yet. Anyways, I completely forgot to do /game mode, keep inventory and keep ninja experience on. So, that could have been bad. Let's do those real quick. Keep inventory true. Keep inventory true. And keep ninja experience true. That would have been awful. But oh well, we good. Anyways, I've just been breaking whatever blocks I could, and occasionally just using dust release to just go, like, nope. Just clearing out some visibility, just in case something does come our way. But, yeah, I don't even see any zombies or anything on the map. There's literally nothing. I don't actually know why nothing is spawning at all. Like, it's the middle of the night again. I don't know. It's not like I changed it to difficulty peaceful or anything, or turned off zombie spawns. Yeah, I toggled downfall just because it was causing some undue lag, but still, that shouldn't have stopped mobs from spawning. Anyways, just about 10 more minutes and we'll be done here, and Kurama will be sealed within the ghetto statue as well. And that will leave 4. That will leave 1, 3, 5, and 6. We're almost done, and we should be able to do back-to-back ones next time. I just need a few more emeralds. So I might clear out a couple extra dungeons between episodes. Just go to like the top of one of the Chocolate Quest dungeons, beat the boss, grab the emeralds from there. Or I saw a couple Illager outposts. Those could give a couple. Plus, we have a few more bags left, but I've opened up most of them at this point. Anyways, I'll see you in just like another 10 minutes. Okay, so we should be just about at a minute or a little bit under now at this point. So, yeah. Probably could have waited for the 30-second mark. I was gonna start my outro, but I think my outro is like 30 seconds long. But, yeah. Only 4 beasts left to go. I'll grab the rest of the emeralds we need, or at least a big chunk. The trader, the merchant at the village, has actually started asking for paper now, and since we have a librarian, they'll actually pay a decent amount. Like, it's 5 emeralds for like 16 pieces of paper or something like that. Or at least it was. Like, there's an actual currency system where there's like supply and demand. The more things you sell, the less it costs and all that stuff. So, the trader is actually helpful, but maybe not as much since I already did it. So, between episodes, work on emeralds. I should be able to at least get enough to hunt down 2 beasts tomorrow, and then it will just be 2. I'll also hunt for a couple more Zetsus between episodes, because we still want to get a hold of wood release. That's the last thing. You can get that Keke Genkai legitimately with just the base mod, so it would be cool to see it at least. But, rude. Did the boss room survive? Yes, it did. Okay, should actually be able to get a couple of emeralds out of this pretty simply. Just need to just beat up you lot. Wait, you're not the boss? Oh, you're a temporary boss. This is not the same boss as it usually is in here. Anyways, I can just lively with an extra 1400 health or something like that. Oh, you're technically undead, so we're doing extra damage. So I'm just gonna beat up our friend here. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Actually, I don't even need to beat you up. I can just go... Boop. There we go. Boss defeated. Cool. Anyways, emeralds. Aha, emeralds. There we go. Don't need all that junk. Diamonds and emeralds. Every little bit helps. Go away. Anyways, as I'm grabbing out the rest of this stuff, that's just for climbing walls. That's completely unnecessary. I think I just summoned some clones on accident. Is that really it? 4 emeralds, I suppose, is better than nothing. Nothing else super interesting. I'll take the bullets. Not that we're actually ever using this gun, but still. It's cool. It's cool to have options. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. Okay, so I want to thank everyone one more time for watching. And a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Star-Filled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you all so much for the extra support, and without further ado, take care everybody.